We waited till September when we would normally do it maybe in June or July. So much to our surprise, we had $95,950 to give out. That's really good news. Even though the monthly donations are lower, they're averaging about $25,000 a month. When they, a few years ago, they were closer to maybe $45,000, $50,000. But we had 14 requests. We had to table 5 of them because they weren't exactly compliant, or we didn't have all the tax information we needed. We ended up giving out 9. And let me just tell you real quickly, just a bullet on each one so you know what kinds of organizations are getting your money. Dream Power, it's down in Gilroy, autistic children and horses. They do psychotherapy and they learn to ride horses. They build confidence like wild. There's something, isn't there, Pat, something about kids and horses? And nobody can quite explain it, but the results are amazing. The Rape Trauma Center, I think it's self-explanatory, but we gave them more, first time ever, than they asked for. Just in the last month, they served something like 37 children just in the last month who were victims of rape, the youngest being 19 months old. So, yeah, that's what we did. That's what we did. We gave them more than they asked. And Family Connections, very cool organization. Preschool for low-income children, mostly non-English speaking. There is required parent participation, so the kids and the parents learn English together. They learn about school, and it's 3.5 to 5-year-olds. Very successful, so that kids are able to be mainstreamed in kindergarten, speak English, and be up to snuff, because kindergarten's like 2nd grade used to be. My new red shoes, very neat again. Clothing for homeless kids who have literally rags, for the most part, that they grab here or grab there, or somebody kind of throws at them. So there's an organization that actually goes shopping with the kids, with money. The kids pick out their clothing. Jacob's Heart, a brand new one. It's support for children who have cancer. And hugely successful. It's statewide, has won awards for the level of service. It's called palliative care. And they do art therapy, traditional kinds of therapy, and also work with the parents or the families of these children who have cancer. Something special just for me. Clothing for foster kids who pretty much are famous for going into their new foster home with a plastic bag full of literally junk. That's all their belongings. Not just clothing, but a rolling suitcase for each child that is their own. It's got their name on them. They can decorate it, and they have something solid. Small Steps, again, clothing for kids. We've given to them for many years. Community Solutions, children, again, with child abuse experiences, truancy, and crisis line for family conflicts, and Learning and Loving. We've given to them for several years. Kids ages 2 to 5 who are going into kindergarten, and in areas where they're at risk of becoming gang members, because they start at around the age of 4 or 5 to go into communities and try to get kids to see the virtues of being in a gang. So this is just an idea of what we do. It's quite an experience every time, because everybody's got an agenda, and we're all trying to listen to each other's charities that we're presenting. This time was really satisfying. We got through without any arguments, and it's just out of the passion and the care, that those arguments happen. But it was really wonderful to have the funds to be able to give everybody who asked at least what they asked for, and the one got even more. So again, thank you for all your contributions.
Hey, Toni, I got a question. What about previously loved toys that are in good condition? Can we donate those? Or do you just want money?
We don't handle goods.
Okay.
You know who you might want to talk to about that though is David Rudden. Obviously, all of you guys know David Rudden is
Yeah, Dave would know.
incredibly involved
What
in
to
giving
do.
back to the community. I mean,
Yeah.
he worked at the First Harvest Food Bank last week. I know a lot of you
I was
guys
there.
went. Yes, I wish I had gone. We didn't have enough notes, but I know he went and sorted food, and he does that kind of stuff on a consistent basis. So I'm sure he's just a great source to. He did the mitts for kids. He's been doing all those sorts of just kind of ways to give back to the community, which are great. So.
Okay, so again, thank you all so much.
Well, hey, you guys,
It really matters.
let's give a big round of applause.